people, it's your girl Adeola. So I actually wanted to start this episode with positive story. And I guess there's a positive side of the story. The positive side of the story is that once again, Nigeria will have its own airline. And they keep calling it national carrier, but we'll get to that. But then I saw that Ethiopian Airline will own 49% equity in the upcoming Nigerian Air. And yes, the Nigerian government will own 5% equity, while 3 Nigerian investors, MRS Oil Nigeria PLC, SACO PLC, and the Nigerian Sovereign Fund, the 3 of them combined will have 46% equity. So yes, Nigerian government and Nigerian private sector has a total of 51%, but neither the Nigerian government nor Nigerian private sector would have as many shares as the Ethiopian Airline. So technically, Ethiopian Airline is actually the majority shareholder. And as the majority shareholder, they are supposed to be the ones to dictate the direction of the company through their voting power. So the major decisions should now lie with the Ethiopian Airline, like the kinds of planes we would acquire, the price of flight, those that would be employed at the top management positions should all be decided by the majority shareholder, which is Ethiopian Airline.
Also, this airline will have no step-in right of government, and there will be no control of management whatsoever of this airline. Totally private sector. The investors will decide who manages this airline.
By the way, before we go further, keep in mind that the Nigerian government was actually looking for as many foreign airlines as possible to partner with them to own equity in the Nigerian Air. And every other airline, people like Delta and so on, they were like, it's hard to do business with the Nigerian government. So the Ethiopian Airline came in, they bid, and that's how Ethiopian Airline became the majority shareholder.
The starting point was an invitation to bid for the ownership of the national carrier, and it was published in The Economist and in several local newspapers on the 5th of March, 2022. On the 10th of June, 2022, the ministry received on time one closed bid by Ethiopian Airline Consortium.
But how do you guys feel about this? Let me make it clear up front that Ethiopia or Ethiopian Airline has not done anything wrong. They just came in, they bid, But the Nigerian government, as far as I'm concerned, is a disappointment and should be ashamed of itself. In fact, all the government people should be ashamed of themselves. Why are we calling it a national carrier when it would practically be owned by Ethiopia? Why don't we just call it Ethiopia Niger Airline? I don't know. Do you know who owns Ethiopian Airline? Ethiopian Airline is 100% owned by the Ethiopian government, and they're running it successfully.
Even though they are 100% owned by the Ethiopian government, but government have no control in their management, no stepping right into the management.
Although in 2018, the government said that they would open up the sales of shares to international and local investors, but they still said at the time that the government of Ethiopia will still own the majority of the shares. And we don't even know whether or not they went ahead with that. Ethiopians, let us know, did they ever go ahead with that? All I'm trying to say is the Ethiopian government will still own the majority of the shares, even if they went ahead with that plan of opening up the sales of shares. By the way, they're making a lot of money from this national carrier. Between July of last year and June of this year, guess how much Ethiopian Airline made? $5 billion. Not million. And we're not talking about naira, we're talking about dollars. $5 billion revenue. This is like the kind of money that we go and borrow from China. Sometimes we borrow $3 billion from China or something. I'm just trying to say that having an airline that works well can actually generate a lot of money for a government. Why can't we do that? Obviously, Nigeria is doing this because they cannot successfully run a national carrier. Are your eyes not pushing you? Are you not ashamed? To fix road, common road, you cannot do. To give us electricity, you cannot do. To refine our oil that God gave us, you can. Is there anything that you can do? Nigerian government. And now you cannot run a national carrier. Baba, what exactly can you guys do as a government with all the big money that we are paying all these people in government? So you cannot do anything successfully. Now, I know that some Nigerians are happy because guess what? Ethiopia, that now owns the airline, they run their own airline successfully. They've won so many awards. They are considered the best best in Africa. And worldwide, there are 26 among the top 100 airlines in the world. So Ethiopian Airlines they're doing really well. I'm super proud of what Ethiopia has done with its own national carrier. I fly Ethiopian Airlines with pride. But they are supposed to inspire us in Nigeria. They don't have two heads in Ethiopia. They only have one head in Ethiopia. If they can do it successfully, why can't we learn from them? Why? They can train us now, even if it's going to take a couple of years. We can shadow them. We are supposed to be competitors, healthy competitors, so that they can constantly challenge us until we become the best version of ourselves. But instead of us doing that, we would rather that they own the majority share of our own airline. It's like we don't even want to put in any effort at all. I'm talking about the Nigerian government. The Nigerian government could have at least try and do just this one thing. Just do one thing right. Once again, Nigerians are like, you see, we knew they cannot do it. You know what baffles me is the lack of shame. They don't even know. I mean, look at our aviation minister talking about what is needed to successfully run an airline. So they know what it takes, but they don't have the discipline. In fact, in the same conversation, you can hear him telling us that only some people are meant to do this job, as if those ones did not learn and develop the skill and the discipline that they need.
An airline business is a serious, precise, exact science and art. You have to have the attitude, the aptitude, the knowledge, the experience, the presence to be able to do this. There are people who are meant to do this business.
You see, it's like saying that only some people are meant to be doctors, as if those ones were born knowing how to inject needles. People go to school, they learn, they develop the skills. I'm trying to say that we have embraced mediocrity as a nation. It's like we have accepted that we cannot do anything right, and we're not even trying. And I'm not saying that they should do trial and error with flying people, but they can start small. But the thing is, they know that for them to be successful, they first of all have to deal with corruption, and they are not ready. They are not willing to deal with corruption. If they can deal with corruption in Nigeria, the Nigerian government will be able to successfully, or Nigerian private sector, it doesn't even have to be the government, will be able to successfully run a national carrier. But they don't want to deal with corruption, so they would rather cuckoo give it to another. Jesus, why are we like that? And what is paining me the most is all these big men and women in government. They are collecting big money in the name of making decisions on behalf of Nigerians. Anyways, I'm very happy for Ethiopia. Nigeria has the largest flight market in Africa. So this new airline, this Nigeria Air, is going to make a lot of money. And of course, as the biggest shareholder, Ethiopian Airlines is, first of all, going to invest a lot of money into Nigerian Air. But they will also cash out big time from Nigerian Air. And guess where they will spend that money? In developing Ethiopia. Amen, somebody. At least we know one thing. Nigerian Air will be well managed because they manage their own airlines well. But it's high time that we also know how to manage our own industries, especially if we call ourselves the giant of Africa. I mean, seriously, what else are we selling so we can notify Ghana or Cameroon or Senegal? Senegal is even very close, Now that we have decided to kukuma sell the entire country, please, Nigerian government, if you are selling anything else, please let me know. Let me know. But if you want to prove us wrong, please start with fixing our roads. At least do one thing that we will say, this is one thing that the government has done successfully. Fix the network of roads that we have in Nigeria, or give us stable electricity all across the country, or at least work on insecurity. Do one thing. Anyway, congratulations to Ethiopian Airlines. Let me know what you guys think about this. We are looking forward to the launching of Nigerian Airs. You guys not know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Okay, guys, so are you sitting like for real? I'm so excited! Once again, Auntie Grace Opere has found you guys a major real estate deal. One of those that she doesn't find every day. So, but please and please, however excited you are, please do not make payment until Saturday, October 1st. I'm begging you, it is only officially open on Saturday, October 1st, Independence Day. And if you think because you have their bank account, you will send money, you may be sending it into the wrong account because they are not releasing the bank account to send the money to until October 1st. So please and please, even though you are really excited about this deal, please hold on to your money. Do not make payment until October 1st. Yes, I will put a link in the description that you can fill to save your slot. But even with that, please know that it's first come, first serve because because with this land that I'm about to announce, she only has 38 plots available. I'm sorry, it is what it is. So you can fill out the form to reserve your spot, but please don't make payment until Saturday, October 1st. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the Prosper Estate. I like all these names that she gives her estates. So she has only 38 plots available, like I said, and each one is 300 square meters. If you want 600 square meters, you can buy two. And for what you've been waiting for, the price is, drum rolls please, 5.6 million naira. Okay, actually, it's not quite 5.6 million. I'm the one rounding it up. It's actually 5,593,920 naira. It's located in Oshoroko. It's at Lekki Free Trade Zone in Ibeju, Lekki. It is adjacent to Dangote's expatriate quarters, and it is literally 8 minutes drive from Dangote's refinery. So this is the kind of land that you can buy and start building immediately. It's not in the bush. It's surrounded by development. So you can start building, and you can easily rent it out to people that will be working at the refinery. The land has a CFO, so yes, you will be getting your CFO, and it is dry land. She wants me to stress that it is dry land. So once again, you'll be getting a discount, 15% discount if you pay everything up front, and if you pay within 3 months, you get a 10% discount, and 5% discount if you pay within 6 months. Please know that you cannot pay beyond 6 months. All you need to do is tell her that you are from Adeola, and you will get this discount. Now, in terms of other fees, there's a 1 million fee for survey and deed allocation. They're actually doing instant allocation of plots for this land. As soon as you make your full payment, they are doing the allocation. You can come and see where your plot of land is. Please keep in mind that you only need to make full payment on the price of the land to qualify for this discount that you will be getting if you mention my name. So if you're getting the 15%, you don't need to pay like the survey and the developmental fee for you to qualify for the 15% discount. And if you're making the payment within 3 months or 6 months, it's just the payment for the land to qualify for the discounts that you get when you mention my name, Adeola. And then besides the survey and deeds, there's also developmental fee. With this developmental fee, they will fence the entire estate and put a gatehouse at the entrance of the estate, and they will construct earth road. So it's not tarred road. It's just for you to be able to get to your plot of land, for you to be able to drive to your plot of land. And the developmental fee is 3,500 naira per square meter. So that means that what you pay for developmental fee depends on how many plots you end up buying. But I did a calculation for you because I know some people would want the full calculation because I don't want anybody to be surprised. So I calculated for you. If it's 3,500 naira per square meter, if you're buying just one plot, which is 300 square meter, that means it will be 1,050,000 naira. So if you're buying one plot and it's 5.6 million, that is before discount, just add the 1 million for deed and survey and the 1 million for developmental fees. So that would make it 7.6 million. So that's just to have an idea. But don't forget that you will get a discount on the price. But if you're buying multiple plots, then you will pay more in terms of the developmental fees. So I'm really excited for the people that will take advantage of this opportunity because guess what? This kind of land we really appreciate in the next 1 year. So I'm really, really excited for everybody that will key into this. As a matter of fact, she doesn't want to sell that many plots. You can see her dancing in the video. When she secured this plot of land, she was like, no, I should just keep this to myself and hold on to it and sell it later. But I'm happy that she decided to sell to you guys so that you can also be investors. By the way, if you live in America and Canada and you are interested, they now have bank accounts in the US and in Canada. So you can just make your payments here. But please and please make sure that you call them to know the rate that they would have you pay because with the Naira fluctuating back and forth, it changes every day. So please and please call them first. So the second announcement today is this Friday and this Saturday, please mark your calendar to attend the Global Summit on Synergizing Nigeria's Potential for Greatness. This is an online event. It's organized by Renaissance Nigeria Network, and they're doing this because they believe so much in the potential of the people, Nigerians, and they want to help us, guide us on how we can maximize our potential. So if you have plans or maybe you're frustrated because of the Nigerian factor, please and please attend this summit. It's free, but you do have to register. Make sure you register. The link will be in the description. They have speakers from Nigeria. They have speakers from Canada, mainly people that have worked with Nigerians in different capacities, and they've seen what Nigerians can do. They believe in the Nigerian people. So I'm going to post the flyer on my Facebook page, on my Instagram page, on my Twitter. By the way, did we get to 1 million on Facebook or what? Like, what? Thank you, everybody that followed us on Facebook. We got to 1 million followers. Yeah, finally, we got to 1 million something. we are coming by, gradually, small. Thank you to everybody that believes in us. Thank you to Adeola that is making it possible. Thanks to Raf. Thanks to Rizzy. Thanks to every one of you guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Lade. They're trying to convince us to do giveaway. We'll talk about that in another video. Please help my market. Donate money for us to do giveaways. All right, y'all. It's been real, and I'm keeping it right up in here. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, I'm watching you on Plasma TV. Press the subscribe button and the bell button. And please press the thumbs up button if you've enjoyed this video. Until next time, I'm going to see y'all later. Peace out.